We're at the beautiful Wolfer Estates with Mark Wolfer. I don't have to say any more than that. What a place.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful being here. It's wonderful having all you here. We love chefs, we love food, we love people, we care for champagne, and we adore our wine, of course. So it's combining everything here tonight is wonderful.
This event is in testament to your father, Christian, because it was his idea to allow your beautiful estate to be utilized for this charity event, and it is a charity event for the James Beard Foundation. He was an amazing man.
He was a very special man. People always say, how do you describe Christian Wolfer in one sentence, in one phrase, in one word? I would say he lived life to the fullest, and he always invited people to jump on this fast-going train through life, which he was on, and have people be part of that. And he lived many lives at the same time.
He lived many lives at the same time.
Yes, on one hand, he was in commercial real estate. On the other hand, he always wanted to be a farmer. Already when he was a young boy, he said, "One day I'll live on a farm," and he fulfilled himself this dream. I can actually just tell you this little story. He had just moved from Canada here to New York in '77, and the first summer he was out here, and every weekend he would stay at another friend's house. And eventually he said to himself, "God, I need my own place," you know. And he ran into a friend of his, Coco Brown, who had this little farm here. And he said, "Coco, I'm looking for a farm." And he said, "Well, why don't you buy my farm?" So he took him out here, just across here. And it used to be a small house, maybe 1,000 square feet big. And he said, "Oh, wonderful, I love this place. How much is it?" So Coco said, "Well, you're a good friend of mine. I'll make you a good deal. $170,000. So my father broke down and said, $170,000. Forget it. Can't do that. So Coco Brown said, "You know what? I have a loan on it of $150,000, a mortgage on it. Maybe you can take that mortgage over." And my father calculated, said $20,000. I don't have that. So he went to friends, borrowed himself $15,000, and bought this little 5-acre property for $5,000 equity. And then, you know, over the years, you know, I paid back his friends, paid back the mortgage, and started buying up the neighbor properties, and slowly creating over 30 years this paradise. And it's, yeah, just proud of having his name.
Well, our viewers should know we're in Sagaponack.
Yes.
Sagaponack is the wealthiest zip code in the United States. Your father was one heck of a businessman.
Yeah.
But his heart, he was a smart businessman, but his heart in creating and working on this event was the Wolfer Scholarship.
Yes.
And that has benefited countless other people.
Yeah, he always loved supporting young, talented, eager students who didn't come out of privileged backgrounds. He himself came with nothing, with a dime, and just wanted to go and support people who had a vision, who had a dream, and it's wonderful that we're still supporting this today.
What a story. That has to be the best real estate deal, maybe second to the purchase of Manhattan for $24 in shells. But that is an amazing story. And your father was an amazing man. We had occasion to meet him on a number of occasions because we're also the TV station for the Hampton Classic Horse Show, which is another event which the Wolfer family and Wolfer Vineyards and Wolfer Estates and Wolfer Stables also is a part of. And we're so blessed that your father decided to spend that weekend here in the Hamptons. And now he has lovely children, yourself, your sister, and the rest of the family that's taken over for this great legacy.
It's wonderful, and it's wonderful growing the businesses. The winery is doing great. The wines are showing well. They're drinking well. Our new hard apple cider is out there, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful working together with such a creative team as we have at Wolfers.
You sure do. Your Chardonnay was the Chardonnay that they love to bring out for special occasions at the White House. So you've got a lot of fans who love our Long Island wine. So keep up the great work, and thank you for continuing the legacy that your father created years ago.
Thank you very much for being here and supporting us, and thanks to everybody.